Yeah, we're on. It's the Next Level Show. MC, aka Microphone Criminal, is your host. We in the building live. We got some special guests. Go ahead and introduce yourselves. Tell us who in the building.
What's up? Well, my name is Ckai, coming to you live and direct with my boy, Microphone Criminal, and I brought a couple of friends with me today. Y'all go ahead. Introduce yourselves.
Nathaniel.
After you.
I'm Nathaniel Edwards. I'm Kai's manager. How you guys doing?
What's going on? I'm Lamar, Showtime B-Dell. I'm Kai's promoter.
AKA my security guards. Just want to let y'all know.
Why y'all sounded like we was at the AA meeting? Like,
right.
My name is... and I am a manager. And I am a promoter.
I've been a manager for 4 years.
That's what we do.
That's what's up, man. I'm glad everybody made it in. You know what I mean? We got the social therapy mag.
Yo,
you on the cover.
I was crazy.
Is this your first cover?
It was my first cover of my first magazine. It was very historic for me because Social Therapy had always been an online magazine.
Right.
So this was the very first time that they had actually switched from online to go to paperback.
Right.
And I was blessed enough for them to consider me to even grace that cover of their page and give me a spread on the inside. So, you know, please cop that. It was for the month of March, but they got stuff on back order. It's hot, and you know, you could get me and everything that I represent as far as my musical prowess, and they also got Miss Bottoms in there, so you get a couple of booty shots. You know? Yeah. But you know, you get a little bit of everything, so it's a wonderful issue.
That's what's up. How'd you get that front cover? How did it happen?
Well, like I said before, it was just a blessing. I've been working very hard for a long time now, establishing myself as an artist. And it's not just my artistry. I also did some modeling for a little while, some promotions for a little while. So it got to the point that I think that I was able to establish myself as an all-around package. And I was able to just put myself on the forefront.
You had that visibility.
Right, you know, to be able to do that. And I think that it's also a beautiful thing because I'm not originally from Philadelphia. So
where you from?
I'm originally from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm a little country, just a little. A little country girl. But it was great to be able to branch out. I've been able to travel a lot of places, see a lot of things, and I was able to branch out and just to be, you know, represented and celebrated for the things that I've been able to do. That's
what's up. And shout out to Dupree Shamir, definitely.
Yes,
he's good
Dupree.
People.
Thank you, brother. My brother.
No doubt. So what was your reaction when you found out, or, you know, when you actually seen it? When you just seen it, you know, when you got it in your hands.
You mean when I stopped screaming? Okay. Well, after I stopped screaming and they picked me up off the floor, no, I was ecstatic. Like,
was it like a surreal thing to actually see?
Yeah. It was almost like another milestone. It's like the first time as an artist that you see yourself on a video, or the first time you see yourself actually recorded doing a live performance. It's all of those. And it was just like another first, where it's kind of like, you know, it's coming, right, but until you actually see it and it gets here, you're like, what? So that's how I felt. I was like, what? I was like yelling and showing people, like I didn't even know on the street, this is me. And I'm like, okay.
It's like on the 5 Heartbeats when they were sleeping and then they heard the song playing on the radio. That's that was a classic scene, right?
Exactly.
I feel that. So where did it all start? How did you first get into music and discover you had talent?
I could take you back to like the for real. I literally started singing when I was a baby. Like, it was crazy.
Oh yeah.
The very first
your
time.
Your goos and guys.
Right,
they
like
harmonized.
God, like all of that. Like the very first time I actually sang something on stage was I had to be like 4 years old, and I had been asked to sing in an Easter play. And I sang Jesus Loves Me. And the way the story that like my parents tell is, you know, how usually little kids go and they're just, Jesus loves me. You know, like I walked on stage, I grabbed the microphone, drug it down to my face and was like, Jesus loves me. Like,
the right. With the offering and whatnot, like.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
So that's what I did. It was like
you know, you've been performing for a long time when people got to tell you your stories from back then because you was too young to remember.
I had no idea. Like I didn't even know.
I mean,
I was like, I didn't. And my mom was like, yes, baby. We knew we had a problem right then and there.
so you was on the choir and all that?
Yeah. I've directed choirs, songwriter, singer, or musical arranger. I was, when I was. Thank you. I was giving music lessons, vocal lessons. My grandmother was a musical piano player. Like she played music and everything. Matter of fact, she graduated from Howard University.
Right,
so
we got our first caller.
They're calling for me. I'm scared.
You're live on the Next Level Show.
Dupree Shot Mayor, CEO, Social Therapy Magazine.
What's good? What's good, Pre?
Hey, Dupree.
Hey, how's Kai? How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for calling.
That's good. What's going on, Lamar? How y'all feel?
What's going on, brother? What's up?
Hey, man, that's good. I was just calling in just to, show my support, and tell Kai, just keep doing what you're doing. You have a magnificent voice, and the sky's the limit for you. You're gonna definitely go far in your musical career. I just wanted to show love tonight.
Hold on, you fading out on this, man. It sound like you at the end of the song when it's starting to fade off. Like, yes, I just want to thank everybody, all the ladies and everything. Like, what's up? What you say, Pre?
No, I was just calling in just to show my support, to Kai.
All right, we appreciate that, man.
Thank you. And believe me, y'all, Social Therapy Magazine, Social Therapy, STM, y'all, please go support. The magazine is doing big things. Dupree's doing big things. Definitely. I know he also has, he's going to tell his story soon, too. So I support that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much.
All right, thanks for calling up, Pre. Yeah. So if y'all was wondering, y'all can call up 267-535-3930. Talk to Kai. Or talk. We got MC such and such and serial killer.
Serial killer in the building
too.
I say it the way it is. Serial killer.
Several. That sound hard right there.
Taking out boxes of honeycombs every day.
I hear that. So how'd you get from the choir to actually start to take it serious? Like, how did your career start forming?
Everything that I did as far as like musically, I mean, I came from a very musical family, very musical background. So my whole family always did something. I think like my mom plays like 10 different instruments growing up. My uncle, Johann Kimbrough, shout out to Short Dog. That was my first band that I was ever in. My family has a gospel choir called Descendants of Isaac, ran by one of my uncles.
Okay, they still doing it?
Yeah, like right now in Oklahoma City, Descendants of Isaac, named after my grandfather because he was a jazz vocalist. Yeah, so it was just a little bit of everybody.
It's deep rooted in your family.
Yeah, so I grew up with it. One way, shape, form, fashion, or another. It was almost like something I had to do. If I didn't, then I would have been looked at crazy. Like, you don't sing, you don't play, you don't do nothing well. So it was all of that.
So have you put out any CDs or anything yet?
I put out a live album.
Okay. That's what we got right here?
Yeah, that's my live album. It's covers. Like I said, I arranged my covers and things. The covers are on there real nicely put. I did it here. I recorded it actually at Warm Daddy.
You did it here at
Philadelphia.
Starline Radio? Oh,
yeah.
right.
Well, I was trying to get into Starline Radio.
I was like, yeah, I did it. I recorded it right here.
No, I recorded it at Warm Daddy's. Shout out to them for giving me my first opportunity to actually record my, live album there.
Was that your first time in the studio?
No.
Okay.
It wasn't my first time in the studio. I actually got started doing things in the studio as a ghostwriter.
Oh, okay.
And I was ghostwriting for other artists, and I was ghostwriting and for like doing hooks on rappers' tracks and stuff like that. Okay. So that's
getting them publishing.
Yes.
Them publishing checks.
Yes. Ching ching.
Yeah, I hear that.
But that's what I was doing, and then from there it escalated into me writing for myself and putting things together and just doing little tracks here, mixtapes, features on people's mixtapes, local artists in Oklahoma. I did artists here. Shout out to Team Gingerbread, my boy Syph, just Syph. You know, he's a local rapper here. He's really good doing what he's done. I got a thing I did with him last summer. So, yeah.
All right, that's cool. And how long have you been in Philly?
For only about 2.5 years. So since I've been here, I've been grinding.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, you done did all that in that little bit of time?
Yeah, I've been grinding. Like, I hit the ground running and I kept doing it. Like, kept going very, very hard with it. So doing live, singing with different, you know, local bands, local talent, stuff like that, doing live stuff. So that's what I'm doing.
So how was it, you know, doing the concert at Warm Daddy's, you know, recording your first live CD? Do you remember that night, like, vividly?
Yeah. I got a call from Mr. Luke O'Reilly. He's a keyboard player. I used to host on Monday nights downtown at I forgot the name of the spot just that quick. But anyway, but he used to do open mics downtown at Time. Yes, thank you. And he called me. He was like, look, there's this thing that we do at Warm Daddy's on Wednesdays. It's called The Hump. You know, Michelle Loren hosts it, things like that. And you're new, but I dig your sound, and I think that you'd be perfect for this environment. And I was like, cool. Like, I don't know what this is because I'm not from here,
right?
But I'll do it. And it was real cool. Like, I was there. I got on stage. I just, you know, it's almost like you go into overdrive.
Yeah,
because you hit it, and it's like, I'm here. Like,
do you still get those butterflies?
Oh yes,
yeah.
Oh yes. On my Facebook page, I just put, "Am I nervous? Heck yes." Always nervous, but it's one of those things where throughout the nervousness, I've learned to channel that energy and put it into a place where, you know, I can give it back to the people. And if I can give back to the people as much as they're giving to me, right, then I'm good. You know,
that's like a nice cycle right there. You give, you know, they give,
it's like good vibes, good energy, like constantly all the time. So for me, I personally love that. Like, I love to be in front of a crowd, and especially like crowds in Philly, because for those of y'all that don't know, Philly is not the easiest place.
Oh man,
to get on stage.
Oh man.
At all.
We done talked about that many times on the Next Level show. yeah. All right, we got another caller. You're live on the Next Level show.
Hi, my name is Wilton Dawson, and you have Kai Aaron Dawson on your show today.
Right on.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, y'all guys sound good.
Thank you, Dad. That's my father. He's a little singer too. He sung, you know, a little bit in his past too.
A little singer. That's big singer that got you singing.
Yes. I honed my talent from this man on the phone.
You down here too as well.
So they come. So you can hear us live in the OK right now.
Yeah.
That's what's up. They listening to me in my home state. So shout out to Oklahoma City. Thank you guys for supporting me for as long as you have. It means so much to me. Family, friends, and everybody. Love you, Dad.
I love you too.
Right, thanks for calling up. Keep it locked.
Y'all keep it live up there.
All right.
I'll talk to you later, okay?
Bye.
I mean, once again, people, 267-535-3930 is the number to call up. Talk to Kai.
Hey, y'all.
She's in the building. You like working with live bands?
Love it. Organic sound, man. Like, for me, live is, don't get me wrong, I've done the beat thing, you know, and I support all of the people that are in the studio working very, very hard on a daily basis. But for me, it's because that's what I grew up, you know, listening to. The organic sound for me, anything that I can manipulate, do stuff with, you know, the band, because it's something about being able to sing something and then you have that power behind you, you know. So
got them bass players and all that.
Yeah. So when I'm telling them, I'm like, yo, hit it like this, and they're like, do. I'm like, yes.
Do you play any instruments?
I grew up playing cello, actually. Classical instruments. Little crazy. Yeah, cello. Like I said, I'm a third generation piano player.
I used to play a little piano. I don't think I was on the pianist level, but you know, just a little. Like I called myself a little piano player.
A little piano player.
Yeah, I was just a little.
All right,
bit,
look,
yeah,
Mr. Criminal, Mr. Microphone Criminal. You might have to set something up in here one day and give the people what they want.
I might have to do that. I might have to bring that thing up out. You know, bring that thing back out.
Dust him off.
Yeah, dust it off real quick.
Give it to him.
But you don't play anymore though?
I don't play as much as I get, as I would like to. Most of everything that I do is pretty much focused toward my vocals.
Okay.
But that's mostly what I do because that's just where I am now.
So would you say that you got your sound down pat? Because I know sometimes when I talk to R&B artists, they say that they still perfecting their sound or they looking for their sound. Like they can sing, but they're looking for, so what would you say about that? Do you have yours?
My personal opinion about that is for a sound, anybody that says they are solidified and this is who they are doesn't quite know who they are yet. And the only reason why I say that is because, I do have a background in education as well. So I'm a firm believer in a good teacher is always going to be a great learner. So I can never.
So it's always changing and evolving.
It's going to have to, because this music scene is constantly changing and evolving.
Yeah, that's true.
The 70s does not sound like the 2000s. It's just. Yeah. But I mean, and I've learned that, and I'm still learning. Because I mean, even Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? She still takes vocal lessons.
Right.
And a lot of people are like, Beyonce is the truth. Like she can sing and she is, she's the truth for what she does. But she still recognizes that she still has to take a voice lesson every once in a while just to perfect something or to mature something.
That's what's up. That's cool. Do you have you taken vocal lessons over the course? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have you given vocal lessons?
Yeah. Okay. When I was in school, like that was one of the things I did. I actually have like a associate's degree in vocal performance.
Okay.
And I graduated from Langston University in Langston, Oklahoma. So that, the choir at Langston, they supported me.
All these degrees. Like,
I know. Don't ask questions.
By the way, I'm a PhD also. I'm a medical doctor. I do this, I do that. I have an engineering degree.
Yes.
But I also sing.
And I rocket science on the. Well, yeah, like I said, again, music and education, that's my family. So everything that I try to do, it's always been. And my mother was always have a plan and a backup plan, because you never know. True. Music is fickle, so you got to have a plan and a backup plan. So
that's what's up.
So I hit the ground running, did like 3 things at the same time, and had like no life for a couple of years, but that was cool. But that's what I did.
Call up 267-535-3930. We're gonna get into the first track because people wondering now. We got them anticipating. They like, all right, what they talking about? We want to hear what they talking about.
Wait for it. No.
So go ahead, bring us into it.
So the first track that I believe y'all are gonna hear is a song that I wrote, and it talks about relationships. It's called Curtain Call. The background of it is pretty much the story of 2 people that are together. And like one of them is about to leave, so the other one realizes, you know what, I know I ain't never said this to you before, but I really don't think I want you to leave, so that's that whole situation.
Well, here we go. Yeah, we back. That was Curtain Call.
Thank you.
By Ckai.
Thank you.
So you wrote that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
And what's the deal with this Luther Vandross band? I mean, we dropping names like that out here. I mean, what's going on? Is that how we doing it?
Well, I'm telling you. No, I'm playing. Yeah, that was, like I said, I've only been in Philly for about 2.5 years, and one of the beautiful things that I was able to do was I was asked to sing with another band, and in the process of me singing with that other band, I did not know at the time, and for the people that don't really know the whole music scene anywhere, musicians know musicians know musicians.
Right.
So a band that needs you, if the band is missing a drummer, they'll call somebody and somebody else will sit in, and we got to keep the ball running. And I just so happened to be sitting in with the band, and the drummer that was sitting behind us was a guy by the name of Toby Johnson, who is the drummer for Change. For those of you that don't know, because I didn't really know, but Change was the first band that Luther Vandross was in. And they were really, really hot, like back, I guess, like in the 80s. In the day.
Major.
Yeah. So, yeah. And he basically heard me sing, and I didn't know who I was talking to. And it's crazy when you're in the presence of greatness, but you don't know who you're talking
Right.
to, because this man has played with everybody. And he was like, yeah, I really see some star quality in you, and I like what you got going on, and I want you to take the CD. Just look at the CD, because it was a video. He was like, look at the CD, and when you're done looking at the CD, you tell me how you feel about it. And then you call me and let me know if you want to be a part of this situation. I was like, okay, I'll take the CD, random man. You know, that's how I was feeling. So I took it home. I put it in. I listened to it. And I heard one song that they did was called Searching. And a lot of people don't know, like, you know, Luther Vandross sings, searching, searching for so long, searching. Everybody knows that song. But I didn't really, everybody
I'm about to be searching for that song now.
Right. So but when you hear that, you think that it's all just Luther. You don't realize that he did that with Change.
Right.
So I'm thinking that's Luther Vandross. But when I heard that, I was like, oh, snap. Like, I know them, but I didn't know that I knew them, you know? And so I was kind of like in that position where like a lot of young artists are, where you hear a beat or a tune or something, but you don't realize it was probably sampled from somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah. So that's where I was. Yeah.
Which a lot of stuff does
is right. So, but yeah, I sing with Change on May 11th. Actually, Change is doing a concert in Jersey. It's for Mother's Day weekend in Jersey.
And you're singing with them?
I will be singing with them. We'll be at the Savoy.
Okay.
The show will start at 9. It's going to be Change and a local group that is very popular in Philadelphia known as Breakwater. Will also be on the show.
Breakwater.
Breakwater.
Water. Right.
Breakwater.
That was the country right there.
Breakwater. Breakwater. Yeah,
that was like she turned a 2-syllable word into 1 syllable. I was like,
Breakwater. Breakwater's gonna be on the show now. But yeah, it's gonna be Change, Breakwater, and we're gonna be, you know, doing the thing, you know, tearing it down. There's gonna be food that's gonna be served, drinks that are gonna be served. Get your ticket today. You know what I'm saying? Hit a sister up. You know, do what you need to do, and you know, bring your family, bring your people. Like I said, it's old school. It's a little older than me, but it's okay.
It's good music, though.
It's still good music, and I'm an advocate.
It's what they call classic, if you will.
There you go. Microphone.
If that word still exists,
exactly.
You know, in today's music game, you know, that word done. You know what I mean? That word done evaporated. Like, classic. What is a classic?
Yes, what is that? Exactly. That is classic. Is something that was out like a week and a half. That's it. But yeah, so we're gonna be there. We're gonna do the thing at the Savoy, May 11th. Come check us out. I think we're doing another show June 29th.
Okay.
Also, but that's gonna be here in Philly at World Cafe Live. So yeah, it's gonna be them, Change, and Real Men at World Cafe Live on June 29th. So yeah.
All right, that's what's up.
So I'm doing a little bit of everything. I'm promoting myself. I do, you know, other things too. So
that's cool. So we got the managers, the promoters in the building. How we all meet? Let's bring them on board. I mean,
well, what happened was first we used to play basketball back in the day. You know, in between, you know, winning, you know, we would talk a little music here. You know,
okay.
We became friends.
No. Like when you came down from holding on to the room, like
after dunking on, after he dunked on me, you know.
Yeah.
And I shook his hand. I gave him my sneakers.
And y'all was best friends.
Did he sign them? He signed the sneakers.
I signed one.
All right.
Still got it at home.
Hanging on the wall, right?
Nah, we college buddies, man. What happened was we met in school. That's how that happened for us. We met in school, and from then on, it's been great. Come to find out, he's working with Ckai. He said, "Hey, she needs a manager." I said, "Oh, she does? What does she do?" Showed me a product that said, "Yeah, we definitely need to get on this ASAP." That's basically how the relationship developed, and it's been a wonderful one. She's definitely a great talent.
Thank you.
A great underestimated talent, actually. A lot of places are not quite understanding how great she really is at what she does, because when they do understand, they're like, "Man, we've missed such an opportunity."
All right, we've got another call. You're live on Next Level Show.
What's up, my criminal? What it do, Next Level Show?
What's good? It's Black Cancer.
It's your boy BC.
Okay.
Yeah, you know it.
That's what's up. We got Ckai in the building tonight.
How you doing?
All right, how you doing?
You know what I mean? You know, she graced that cover last month, Social Therapy Mag.
Therapy magazine. Yeah. Okay. So what you got planned for this summer?
For the summer coming up, we are working on doing not one but 2 showcases for myself. I'm gonna put out the EP. It's called Kai Dawson Part 1. It's just giving you an introduction to me, a couple of my stories, and basically keep it pushing. Doing some more photo shoots because, again, I've dabbled in some fashion aspects, and, you know, putting it in the hands of these 2 gentlemen sitting over here next to me that are promoting me and pushing me to them until I want to choke them. But it's okay.
Word. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I could dig it.
That's what's up. But well, thank. I mean, you had anything else you wanted to ask Kai?
Dude, now on this project coming up, is it rap, hip hop, and R&B or what?
It's more. I'm an R&B artist rather, and it's gonna be a lot of R&B. A little what I like to call alternative R&B to a certain degree, because I write what I write what I feel. I'm rooted in the whole idea of soul, and my influences come from back in the day, as far as, you know, that is concerned, Shaka Khan, stuff like that. But it's a good modern twist to it. So that's why I say alternative R&B, because one hand, like the song that Microphone Criminal played, you know, you get that traditional R&B feel, but then the song that he's going to play later is going to be more of a party vibe, a little bit more like, you know, it's going to be rap and stuff in that too. So you're going to get a little bit of everything to wet your palate with.
Sounds like a versatile collection of music.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. My last question before I get off is, do you actually allow people to write for you?
Yes, I'm very open to that. I love collabing, and then I love to hear what other people hear for me, because, like I said, I'm an open book. You know what I mean? Like, I'm an open canvas, and like I said earlier, you know, the greatest teachers are those that learn. And you might hear something coming out of my voice that I don't know exists. So if you have a story that you think I can tell, or if you hear something within me that could come out, hit a sister up. You know what I'm saying? 555. No, I'm playing. But definitely.
You know what? When you said hit a sister up and you was about to get a number, I was actually going to say that, John, because I songwrite as well. So if I can't actually get your real number, then I'll take your Facebook or Twitter. You just got to let me know what it is before I get off the line.
Well, brother, if you have any actual well-presented songs, what we'll do is we'll definitely take them into consideration. What you can do is email me directly at essential123.
Bring the mic a little closer to you, so yeah.
Can you hear me now?
There you go.
Great.
Yeah,
I said if you have any well-established songs that you've written that you're proud of that you would like to actually submit, we will definitely take it into consideration. What you can do is email me directly at essential1234@hotmail.com.
Essential at 1234 hotmail.com, right?
Yes, sir. ESSENTIAL1234@hotmail.com. And what I'll do is definitely get it over to Kai. Okay?
Okay.
And the beauty of it is, if you keep, you know, I know you're gonna keep listening because you don't have a choice, because I'm gonna come and get you if you don't. No, I'm playing. But but the next song that he's going to play a little later was a song that actually someone wrote for me. A brother by the name of Jay Marr from Philadelphia wrote that song, and I recorded it. So, you know, again, I'm open, definitely.
That's what's up.
All right, that's what it is.
Well, I appreciate you. Oh, go ahead.
When you email me, be sure to include all of your information in reference to your bio and your actual contact info, because most people don't. They send the submission, they'll send a picture or a song, and they say, "Hey, hit me up." And I'm like, "Who are you?"
I feel.
All right, we'll do. I got you.
But yo, I appreciate you for calling up, BC.
All right, thanks for having me, Doc.
No doubt, man.
All right, easy.
Yeah. 267-535-3930 is the number to call up. You want to talk to Kai? She's an open book right now.
I'm ready.
We got live CDs. We got magazines.
Yes.
All of the things. We got EPs. And did you say when that's coming out, or Do you?
It's in the works. Like I said, hopefully we can get it done within the next. I wanted to drop this summer. So it's not gonna be a hopefully thing. We're gonna push for it to drop this summer.
Okay.
We have a date speculated, but we didn't actually confirm it yet.
Okay.
So until it's confirmed, we don't want to actually throw it out.
I got you. And this EP, how many songs? You know how many songs you expecting to have on there?
I'm gonna put about 6 good firm ones.
Okay.
Maybe give you about 2 or 3 good snippets of some stuff to expect for the next EP.
Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna give you about 6 to start with, just to wet the whistle and
No doubt.
see how y'all
so this
feel
just
about
the
them.
beginning, like
Yes.
you know what I mean. We just
Yes, I mean,
we putting the toe in the water right now.
yeah, exactly. You know, I almost feel in a way like Lil Wayne. You know, I got songs on back order. I just ain't put them out yet. You know what I'm saying?
Phone lines blowing. You're live on the Next Level show.
Hey, how you doing? This is Robert Epstein.
What's good?
All right. Hey, I wanted to speak to Kai, the artist, R&B artist.
Hi, Rob. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Just wanted to call and say, I mean, obviously, you know, I heard your music and support your movement 100%. I think it's good to have the, you know, genuine R&B artists out there.
Thank you.
Not just a lot of artists now these days that hide behind the beats.
Yeah.
You know, to actually have genuine singers. You know, obviously we lost a lot of them, like Whitney Houston and others, but no, we need more. So just like, you know, definitely supporting.
Thank you very, very much. And, you know, to even, you know, be having you even slightly reference me in the same sentence as Whitney Houston, like that to me, that feels great. So thank you very much, Rob.
Like inside, it's like, oh my
You
God.
are very welcome.
It's a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? So
Thanks for calling the show.
yeah, thank you.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you. All right.
So have you noticed you've been getting a lot of fan support like that? You know?
Yeah. I really, like I said, for me to actually step on stage and sing is just the joy that I can get. You know, it's that energy thing again. I send it out, they bring it back. And the fact that when I can step on a stage in a place like Philadelphia full of a room of people that have absolutely no idea who I am.
Right.
And by the time I'm done my show, or I could even be like this first set of my show, and they come up to me like, wow. And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Yay, they like me. They really like me. So, you know, so, you know, for me, it's like, I totally enjoy that. Like, it really makes me feel like I am doing something that's worth doing, you know.
That's great. And where did we let people know where we can get this live CD yet?
You can actually go to my webpage. It's kaispace.com. KAISPACE.com. That's kaispace.com. You can email me there. You can see where my next showing's going to be. It's also tapped into my fan page on Facebook. So every time I hit up my fan page on Facebook, it goes directly to my kaispace.com. So you can always check me out, hit me up, see what I'm doing. On Facebook, my fan page is Kai Dawson, the Lady C. So like I said, either or, if you go to kaispace.com or if you go to Kai Dawson, the Lady C on Facebook, I'm there.
So that's space spelled out. It ain't like you type in Kai, then
No,
hit the
yeah.
space bar. Like, you know what I mean? Then you done messed up. Like, you hit that, you messed all right.
Yeah, KAISPACE.com.
That's what's up. Yeah, definitely check out that live, that live CD.
Please.
Oh my God.
It was really nice.
Look like we got 9 joints on here.
Yeah, I think it's actually more like 11 because it's the way that they were put together. You're getting more than what it looks like. You got little hidden tracks in there, little things snuck in.
So like at the end of a song, you
Yeah,
might overlap a little bit going into something
got
else.
you.
All right, that's cool. What's your favorite? You have a favorite on here?
One of the favorite things that I did was it was kind of like a 3-song mesh that I get, and I tied in a little blues
on here.
Yeah, it was nice. Matter of fact, I
did
can
I
tell
do?
you exactly what it was. I know, right? I did Tell Me Something Good.
Okay.
Which was originally done by Shaka Khan. And then I did I went into a song called Stormy Monday, and Stormy Monday is an old blues song. Again, one of those throwbacks that you hear your parents listen to, and it was just one of those things that, you know, when I grew up listening, you know, it was one of the songs I heard, and it's actually number 8 on the live album. It's called the Stormy Monday Boogie, and I go from Tell Me Something Good to Stormy Monday, then I throw a little bit of Stevie Wonder in the end. Little Boogie on, and Reggae I'm sure Woman. That sound
nice how the band blended all that together.
Yeah.
What number is that so people will know off the bat?
It's number 7 and number 8 on the CD, because like I said, a lot of the stuff has a tendency sometimes to blend its way in, and so it's very nice.
Yeah, let me get my CD back.
Okay, I'm sorry. We're like, hey man, you can't leave with that. Hey man.
That's what's up. Doing big things. Are you on the Twitter, Instagram? You doing any of that?
Oh yes. On Twitter, you can visit me at Kaiverse, because it's my universe. On Twitter, come hit me up at the Kaiverse, Kaiverse. So Twitter at Kaiverse. Please hit me up, follow me, stalk me if you will. I like to get back. I like to stay in tune and in touch with everybody, because I want to know what they want to hear from me. You know, every artist somewhere is a people pleaser. We want validation from our fans. So I want to know what the artists want to hear from me, you know, what they want me to do. So
I know you said you used to ghostwrite and all that. So is it safe to assume that when, like, back in the, like, when you was doing your ghostwriting, you wasn't really focusing on being a solo artist?
I was focusing on it, but I was focusing on it kind of as a second.
Okay.
You know,
like how long would you say you've actually been working as a solo artist? Like,
man, I probably honestly really started working as a solo artist probably like in 2009.
Okay. And since then, do you have like a favorite song that you've written, or have you been doing mostly like covers or something?
Man.
Like, is there a song that's in your iPod or whatever you listen to that always gets a spin, like, as soon as you...
Yeah.
What's that?
Go ahead.
It's probably my remix when I was spitting a serial killer.
Serial killer.
Yeah,
Serial killer. Yeah, I really love that album. So Cyril does it again.
Make sure y'all look out for that. Coming
Cyril,
soon.
the EP. Cyril does it again.
Death by Milk.
There you go. Milky smooth.
That's your sell by date.
Probably the song that I love that actually kind of got me recognized was "Sweet Thing" by Shaka Khan.
Okay.
It's also on the live album. But the song that I've written that has gotten recognition is a song called "Forget to Breathe."
Okay.
And it's a song that is going to be, I'm going to finally release it officially on Kaya Dawson Part 1, my EP. So yeah, it's I write from a place of stories that I've either heard or stories that I've experienced in my own life. And, going to school, you know what I'm saying? English was my thing.
Right.
I was writing no matter what, stories, poems, music, song. I was writing. And it basically made that natural progression from writing, a short story to
taking English in college really does.
Yes.
I had that similar experience to that.
So,
do you still write for other artists too, or you mostly just?
I write for other artists. I definitely do. I write for other artists. I've had a couple of submissions for artists, that was crazy that I even got the opportunity to actually submit to. Like I think Rihanna's second album, I got to submit something to her. I was able through a third party, actually, they heard something that I wrote and they wanted to submit it to Alicia Keys. And the most recent person that I was able to slightly submit something to was Beyonce. So it was crazy.
So that pen game is off.
I'm trying to get it there. I'm trying to get it there.
She's
so
crazy with the pens right now.
I'm trying to get it there. But like I said, it's something that I've just been blessed to be able to do. To be able to just have it is cool.
And are you an artist that writes on demand, or you got to be in a certain mood or place?
I think it probably is like a mood thing. I can write on demand. I have done it before,
but it's not as fulfilling as when you just in that mood.
Because when you're in that mood and you can feel it, because I've been on both sides of it. I've been in the studio where I sat down and I was ghostwriting for an artist, and I heard, and they were just like, "Here's this beat, go for it," and I was like, "Okay, in a club and I'm doing this and I'm doing, you know." But then there's also been times where, you know, I was actually given something, you know, I actually had a story, like Forget to Breathe, that the song that I was telling you about. That wasn't anything that I actually had a beat to. Literally, it was, I'm in bed and it's 12 midnight and I'm about to roll over and go to sleep, and this song pops in my brain. So I have to roll over and grab my recorder. I'm just, and I'm singing into the, you know, and then from there, it's, let me write this down. I got this idea. Let me write that down, you know.
That's cool. That's how that thing came together like that.
Yeah.
You have any videos?
I got a couple on YouTube, you know. They're all, you know, G-rated.
You know
You can go to Ckai2524.
Now, how you keep a straight face when she says stuff like that?
Because like
he's so cool about it though. Like we over here cracking up. He's just like,
that's manager face. Right there.
He's used to me. Like, it's crazy. He's used to me now. Like, I be sliding the side singers, but I'm not the side singer person. He's worse. Like, he's the worst person. Management is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, Nate Edwards, my manager, is off the chain. Please, like, for real. MC such and such over here next to him can be sidekick number one. Like, the two of them, no.
That's tag team right there.
Tag team. Back again, I'm telling you.
What's that YouTube channel though?
Ckai2524 at YouTube.
Now you said that kind of fast. Now
I'm sorry. Ckai2524 at YouTube. Ckai2524 at YouTube. Yes, Ckai.
Yeah,
you gonna know this name.
Thugs fast.
You know. Yeah, you're gonna know this name before it's all over with. Ckai, Ckai2524 at YouTube.com.
That's cool. So we're gonna go ahead and get into Red Lights.
Cool. Yes.
And you said this is a track that was written by Mr. J Mars.
J Mars. This was real cool. Last summer, actually, again, because I haven't been in Philly that long. Last summer, I was on my search, seek, and destroy mission. Like, I'm going in. I'm hitting up studios. Who wants me? Who doesn't? And I actually recorded he's a writer. So I recorded a song for him. And this was the second song. And he was like, you know, see what you can do. And I was like, cool. And he is the author. He wrote it. He's also a producer, so he did the beat. And he does a cameo on the track. So the rap that's on the track, that's him as well. So it was like a really nice flow and cameo.
He's the Eddie Murphy of this track.
Show is
Eddie Murphy play all these. Show is. All right, here we go with Red Lights. Yeah. We're back. Next Level Show. MC. We in the building with Kai.
Hey y'all. No. I just want to say one thing in the light of the basketball going on right now. Thunder up.
I mean, so do y'all have a favorite track by Kai? Make sure you bring the mic to you.
Yeah, my favorite track is called Her Release.
That you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, it touches me deep down inside.
You can't go wrong with that answer right there.
Everything she drops, I like.
That's what's up. How about Mr. Showtime?
Once she touched the microphone, that's just the end of the story.
It's a rap.
It's a rap.
Like, as soon as she do like this, then that song is.
You know,
all right, I got you.
Nobody comes after, you know.
I mean, I hear that.
See, this is what happens when you pay people. You know, they'll do whatever you tell them to do. You pay them enough. Got this, man.
All right, real quick, put the websites out for people again.
All right. Again, you could check me out at kaispace.com. CKAI space.com. Again, Ckai Space, CKAISPACE.com, where you can go and you can hear Red Lights by Mr. J Mars and myself on that webpage. Also, hit me up on Kaiverse. That's my Twitter handle. Twitter at Kaiverse, CKAIVERSE. So you can hit me up there, or you could just do what everybody else does. Shout me out on Facebook, because the book is the truth. And hit me up at Ckai Dawson, the Lady C. That's Ckai Dawson, the Lady C, at Facebook.com. So that's where I am. Again, or just Google me, because it's so much going on that I'm sure that, you know, you can find me anywhere you want to find me. On the gram, I'm doing all of that. You know, Miss Live Laugh Love on Instagram. That's Miss MSLIVELAUGHLUV, Miss Live Laugh Love on Instagram. So that's me. That's all of me. Kai Space, Ckai Dawson, the Lady C, Miss Live Laugh Love.
You must have took over the whole internet.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to. Tweet me, gram me, do something. No.
That's what's up.
Please, you can put out the booking information, Mr. Nathaniel.
Hey, for bookings and all detailed information, please contact me at Nathaniel Edwards. Okay, you have it specifically in my email at essential1234@hotmail.com. Again, Nathaniel Edwards, essential1234@hotmail.com. ESSENTIAL1234 hotmail.com.
Now you tell me he ain't the coolest boy in school.
Right.